The rebel fighters are on the move and on the up. They're taking towns and villages in the north at a pace not seen before in the Syrian revolution. And in Bedama, it's a chance for those who once fled to safety in Turkey to reclaim it from Assad's army. Among them is the town's headmaster, a man we'd worked with and got to know very well over the past year covering the rebellion, now seeing his old friends in his hometown after what seems like a lifetime. For the first time in a year and a half, the town is free of the Syrian army, and they can't quite believe it.
I was waiting for this moment since a year and 4 months. Now I'm again in my town after a year and 4 months, and these are my people. This is great, really. I'm so happy.
Army checkpoints set up in homes were abandoned, along with armoured vehicles, as the regime soldiers hastily withdrew. In their wake, they'd left huge landmines planted in the middle of residential areas. As the rebel fighters moved in their hundreds, the Assad army pulled out, leaving their weapons and ammunition to be claimed by the rebels. They'll use these in their next attack. The few civilians still inside the town watched in amazement as the rebels stormed empty army positions, destroying whatever they could. And looting whatever they could get their hands on. Any Assad pictures were torn down and destroyed.
This is what they had been waiting for, a year and a half to get to this point. The town has been under siege by Assad's army for all that time. How long will they be able to hold it for?
The town is strategically important because it forms a gateway to Turkey and cuts a key access route for the regime forces. Claiming back Bedama means the rebels have another secure route across the border to smuggle men and weapons. Within hours, the taking of Bedama had paid dividends, with the rebels attacking and capturing the key army border post of Khebat al-Juz. 4 rebel units attacked and surrounded this position, taking the Assad soldiers by surprise. The graffiti swears loyalty to the Syrian President Bashar al-Assad, loyalty which cost them their lives. Among the military debris is a gas mask that will concern international leaders who fear the regime may be frightened into using chemical weapons to fight this war. The rebel reward for taking this border position was the seizure of a dozen army trucks, as well as armoured vehicles. The rebels in Syria's northern belt are steadily building up their stockpile and their capability, and the Syrian army, here anyway, seems to have lost its nerve.
This gives you an indication of the panic they must have been in the face of the rebel attack. They drove what was a pretty big military vehicle right off this edge, over another edge down here, right through the forest. And you can see right in the distance there where they've abandoned it as the rebel fighters took over this position.
The rebels have made some significant gains in the past few days, and it's their flag which is flying in much of the north right now. Alex Crawford, Sky News, Northern Syria.